It's your family right here on Your Life Arizona. Happy Thanksgiving Eve to you. We appreciate you spending some time with us. Well, many of us love to gather with our loved ones over the holidays. Having so many personalities all under one roof sometimes can lead to awkward conversations and situations. So we asked psychotherapist, life coach, and relationship expert, Dr. Karen Ruskin, to come visit with us and help us navigate, help us keep the peace. Dr. Karen, good morning to you.
Good morning. Everybody's tuning in.
Yes.
Holiday time. You'd think magical.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, we're all getting together. Yay, us. Yet there's so much stress and duress.
Yeah.
So anybody who's listening, you're not alone. This is very common. Let's start with that so people don't feel like there's something wrong with them. Okay.
Well, let's start with our in-laws.
Yes.
How should we handle it when our in-laws are critical? Maybe they're critical of what we're cooking or how we're raising our kids or our job. How do we handle critical in-laws?
That's right. Cooking, raising kids, job, body. Any scenario where there is criticism, the key tool is to ask yourself before you go to get together with them, who do I want to present myself as in that environment? Meaning, do you want to be a puppet where your puppet strings are being pulled by your in-laws? Because what that means is if they're critical and you react, you are now the puppet and you've given away your power. Don't give away your power. Instead, you are your leader self. And always remember, what an in-law or anybody says says more about them than it does about you.
Amen.
And that's right. And just because they ask something or say something, you do not have to answer. Just imagine a ball's going across the court. You don't have to catch it. You don't have to throw it back. You could just let it bounce.
I love
and
that.
a way to cope with that and handle that is you could change the topic. And people love to talk about themselves. So change it to something you know that they like doing, and boom, you're now releasing yourself. You are empowered. That's how to handle it.
I love that. I love that. Okay, let's talk about your, you've got a house full of people. You get into a little bit of an argument with the spouse, husband or wife. How do you handle that when you're in front of a big crowd?
Okay, scenario 2. This happens to people as well. There's people that are thinking, oh my gosh, that's happened to me last year. And now they're worried that it's going to happen again this year. So, if an argument has happened, first of all, try not to, quite frankly, and the way you do that is in advance, you say to your spouse, if there's any tension that you're feeling, in other words, if one of your emotions is getting flared up, take a break, take a time out. It's a personal stop sign. You can remove yourself. You can use the restroom. You could go in the other room and pretend that you're cooking something even if you're not.
Got it.
Anything to avoid that from happening. But if it does, moments before, you say, I love you. And neither one of us is our best self right now. We're gonna be okay. This is not the time for us to get ourselves all worked out. Let's hug it out, hug it out. So you have the serious, the humor, and the connection, and the physicality, because you noticed it was calm words. You're letting the person know you love them and care about them. We can deal with this another time. Right now's not the time, so that way you know that there's another time that it can be discussed, and then there's physicality, which is soothing, okay?
We have very little time, but I have to get to this scenario. So many of us have parents who are divorced. You're with the divorced parent, and maybe they speak ill of the other parent. How should we handle that?
Okay. Adults, children who are watching this, any age, you say to your parent, Mom, Dad, come on. You know that's not okay. Please don't. Please don't. I love both of you. I'm never going to take sides. I am loyal to both of you. Let's only speak positive words. Say it. Just say it. Don't be afraid. Call out what it is. And what you're doing is you are setting a boundary for what's acceptable and unacceptable communication. And this is an important life skill to have with your parents and with anyone. People don't always obey our boundaries. We set them for ourselves.
There you go.
And we set them to be connected with the other person, not to push them away. It's because we want to have a good relationship with them. And when a parent talks ill of another parent, that erodes the relationship between the parents and that child. It doesn't bring them in.
Got it. Great advice. Will you hang out for a little bit?
I would love to hang out for a little bit.
So we do a segment, Social Dilemma, and we're going to talk about what to do when somebody brings up politics at the table, and you'll help us navigate that too?
Oh, I got an answer for that. I'm ready.
All right, hold on to that.
Okay.
Well, you know what that music means. Your Social Dilemma right here on Your Life Arizona. And since it is the day before Thanksgiving, we've got to talk about Thanksgiving and the scenarios that you might face.
That you will face.
Yeah, absolutely. And because this can get a little intense, we said, Dr. Karen, please hang out.
We need a professional.
So
I am here for you.
Yes. Okay, so let's pose the social dilemma. You're at the Thanksgiving table and somebody inevitably brings up politics. How do you deal with that? And, you know, at this point, we're not even talking about one side or the other. I just want to know, how do you deal with it when somebody brings up the topic?
I think I'm first.
Yeah, you go first, Ian.
It feels like I'm first.
We'll let the professional bring up the rear. How about that?
Yes, good, because she can correct us.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm glad you know who is going to do the editing, the erasing, the redrafting. I'm here for all that.
She's going to be ready for it.
Okay.
You know, I remember in the 90s, was a girl I went to elementary school with, and we debated, it was Bush versus Clinton.
Okay.
And we were able to talk about politics. Now,
Civilly.
Civilly. I still think that can be done, and you just have to be prepared to maybe be annoyed, and if it starts to go off the rails and you say, you know what, I think we've kind of reached the end of the rope here and we're good. I think if you can do it civilly, or you have to know who you're going into this with, but it's almost impossible to avoid it because so many of the things we talk about today, let's say you're talking about air travel and the shutdown, well, that's tied to politics.
Right.
So many things are tied to politics. I think it is avoidable. I think you can do it, just try to do it civilly and don't get in a fight, and prepared to have someone that has a different opinion than you.
Yeah. Well, that's really kind of you.
If but only. If but only.
Yes. Well, that's a perfect world, I think, scenario maybe.
Yes.
Well,
all right, what are your thoughts?
All right, well, let me take a left turn from what I completely avoid it altogether. But what I will do is I will call it out and I will use humor. And I will say, oh, you really went there. Did you really? And then I'll quickly change the subject. And usually my go-to for a change of subject is the weather.
That's why I'm a meteorologist.
Right. And in fact, I will be very deliberate about it. I'm like, oh, you really went there? I'm about to change the subject on you. Aren't we having gorgeous weather? And I will literally be that deliberate about it. Okay, but let's turn to the professional. Dr. Karen.
Well, first, I want to say I love this, that we can have two different perspectives on how to handle it. And it's not that one is right and one is wrong. Both are right. And both don't always work, depending on yourself and the others. So here's how I see it. Have your strategies on the ready. Strategy number one, you can use humor, right? Saying something along the lines of, hasn't everybody gotten the memo? Politics are off the table according to all the news articles when it comes to families getting together. So instead of saying, you shouldn't talk about politics, or it's, hasn't everybody gotten the memo?
Got it.
So it puts it outside rather than it causing a conflict. So that's one option.
Okay.
The other option is, if you'd like to go there, do you want to have a political conversation? Think in advance. What do I want? The strategy is ask yourself, what do I want at the Thanksgiving dinner? And if your answer is, I do not want to discuss politics, then you go in with how you're going to get out of it, which is what we just said. And finally, thank you. Another option. Thank you for asking, or thank you for commenting. Because conversations are either the person's going to make a comment about politics, statements as though it's fact, or they're going to ask a question to create a dialogue.
There you go.
Whichever way it goes, being able to say, well, thank you for your perspective, or thank you for asking.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go there.
No thanks, but no thanks.
You don't even have to say thank you.
Yeah.
You can instead, we got all these great solutions. Another solution is you don't even address it. You actually change the conversation. Oh my gosh, I just thought of, I noticed on Facebook that you had posted that you had this amazing recipe, or that you just went on this vacation and you had so much fun. I just had to ask you, what was your favorite thing on the vacation? The audience, the viewers now have several options.
There you go.
So, tools in the toolbox, okay? We have lots of tools in our tool belt.
Dr. Karen, thank you for the good advice.
My pleasure.
Now you're ready.
We'll be right back.